Today's video is all about, is armor worth leveling to 120 spec, but also we will be upgrading our armor from excellent to masterpiece and seeing if it's worth the IP boost, and we'll also combine the two to see which is superior, which is better. Is it worth spending all of the silver and time grinding to do? We're going to find out in today's video. We're going to be testing the Elder Stalker's jacket. Now, I'm using leather armor because it's a nice medium, it's a nice baseline. A lot of people are solo players and they don't use plate, and if you use cloth, you're very squishy, and leveling cloth armor doesn't really make you that much tankier, but leveling leather armor does, and so that's why we're doing it. Also, Stalker Jacket happens to have an offensive ability, so we'll be judging that. We're going to be judging how much HP it gives us, how much defense it gives us in a PvP situation, and all that stuff. So here we go, let's do it. So to start out, these are our stats. As you can see here on our Destiny board, our armor, everything is level 100. This is pretty damn achievable pretty quickly, pretty easily. And what I did was I tested the damage against another one of my characters in a duel with similar gear. I tested the damage that the Stalker Jacket does. I tested how much HP the tooltip gives. And I also tested how much the enemy's meteor did to my character by, just casting a meteor, doing some basic math. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to level up this armor to 120 spec, outside of the duel, of course, so everything resets. And then I'm going to post the new numbers, and then I'm going to show you just how much every bit of item power grows our character and how much that costs. Basically a huge mathematical breakdown. So here is the results and how much we spent and how long it would technically take to grind for the combat fame credits. So 100 to 120 spec is 25.4 million combat fame credits and 8.392 million silver, which the total silver cost is, for me, is around 33.8 million. That's how much I would have to spend. It would take me 1 hour 30 minutes in order to grind the combat fame credits. It would take me much longer to get the silver, but that's fine, it's whatever. This boosts the item power to 2043, which is, I didn't do the math on that, but it looks like that is 53. That is 53 item power. Not too bad. And the HP, the tooltip HP is shown, which it is a plus 58 from the tooltip, but the actual is only 57. What this means is that my character only appears on the UI to have 57 additional HP. This is probably a decimal thing. I can't really explain it. The armor magic resistance does go up. Here's how much damage I dealt to the enemy, additional damage to the enemy. 33. I paid 33 million silver and I deal 33 additional damage. But the damage taken from the enemy is reduced by only 21, which is a very insignificant amount. So let's do a little bit of math to see if this is actually worth it or not. So here is the results now from the math. If we take the cost, the total silver cost to get this stat boost, you can see that for every 1 HP I gain, I'm spending about 600,000 silver. For every 1 damage I gain, I'm spending about over 1 million silver. And for every 1 point in defense is 1.6 million silver. It's a lot. It's really expensive. Alright, it's more math time. This time we're upgrading from excellent to masterpiece. This is a 40 item power bump, and here we go. So normally, whenever, I'm going to turn off the text for a second so you can see the screen here. When you go to the repair station, when you want to upgrade something from excellent to masterpiece, you have a 0.5% chance to do it. It costs 1.830 million silver. And so here is the math on that. So if it costs 1.830 million silver per roll, and my average attempt to succeed once is 200, that would be about 366 million silver for 40 item power, which is ridiculous. That's crazy. That's insane, right? Now, so I got one at 80 tries, then at 366, then at 407, 617, and 841. So that means my personal RNG is 0.59%. That could just be a slightly luckier day than normal, but currently, with luck on my side, that is my percent chance to succeed. So that means I only averaged 169 attempts for Masterpiece, which is still 309.3 million silver, which is ridiculous. So here are the results from going from Excellent to Masterpiece. As you can see, you only gain 46 HP, you deal another 33 additional damage, which is weird because this is only a 40 item power jump instead of a 53 item power jump, but we get the same amount of damage because it jumped from 33 last time. Now, our damage mitigation is only minus 15 this time instead of minus 21, which is quite a big difference. That's 6 whole damage for only 13 less item power, so we're barely mitigating damage at this point, and so you can see the scaling is starting to fall off. It's not linear scaling. It's kind of weird how it's calculated. Now, you can see here that it's just really not worth it to go from excellent to masterpiece, because for every 1 point of HP you gain, you're paying 6.7 million silver. For every additional damage you're dealing, you're paying 9.3 million silver. And for every damage that you block is over 20.6 million silver. Oh man. Now let's say you wanted to take it even further beyond and you want 120 maximum spec across the entire armor weapon line. So this will cost you 203.4 million combat fame credits. This takes about 11 hours of grinding. It's also going to cost you 67.1 raw silver, and then when converting combat fame credits to fame and all that with satchel, your total silver cost is 270.6 million, which is ridiculous. You gain a 26 item power boost from this, however, so let's look at the results of that. You gain 31 HP, you deal 22 more damage, and you receive 11 less damage. So here's the cost. Your HP, 1 point of HP costs you 8.7 million silver, 1 damage will cost you 12.3 million silver, and 1 damage mitigation will cost you 24.6 million silver. Finally, if we take just having 100 spec across all other armors, and excellent quality, and then fully upgrading from there, this is the math on that. So the full cost to completely max out armor is 613,761,808, silver. The total increase in IP is 116. Our cost per item power is 5.2 million silver. Our HP goes up by a total of 135 in this process, meaning we pay 4.5 million silver per HP. Our damage goes up by 88 total damage, not per tick, and that is 6.9 million per damage point. Damage mitigation is only minus 46. This is like being meteored, as in summoning a meteor on top of me. One of the highest damage spell attacks in the game. It only mitigates additional 46 damage. So if you're looking for damage mitigation by leveling up beyond 100, you're not going to get hardly any at all. And so the cost per 1 damage mitigated is 13.3 million silver. So with this said, do you think it's worth leveling up your armors past level 100? Do you think it's honestly worth upgrading your armor to a masterpiece? I don't think so. Oh, and if you're curious about like smaller, weaker baby attacks, well, here's an auto attack. This is 50, well, it's doing 25 burn damage, but essentially the auto attack is 55 damage against maximum spec. Now, with 100 spec and, let's see, hold on. Let me show you. Yeah, it's 100 spec. I can show you right now. Back to 100 spec, and with excellent quality armor on, our auto attack now deals 57. Wow, a whole 2 auto attack damage mitigated, and the bird damage is 1 extra. Oh boy, so much defense, you guys. Now, I will say the 135 HP will make a slight difference in, like in an actual really close, evenly geared fight. But is it really worth almost 700 million silver? I don't think so. You can just use that silver for re-gears. You're better off having that for re-gears than you are. And now it's doing 57. So, oh wait, yeah, that's right. 2 more damage. You're just better off using that silver for re-gears than having a slightly teeny tiny advantage over someone of similar gear quality. And there you have it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed the video because I was wondering, it's like, well, what should I work on next in Albion? Should I put my armors to 120? Is it worth it? I know the weapons definitely aren't. I've made videos on my channel showing off this similar style where I level the weapons to 120 and all that stuff and get them to Masterpiece and see how much better they are, and they're garbage. They're not that much better at 120. Leveling anything to 120 is a total absolute scam. The only reason to do it is to have the shiny little diamond icon next to your weapon to intimidate people that inspect you. Because when I inspect someone looking to kill them and I see the diamond 120 spec, I'm like, I better not mess with that guy. That guy, he's pretty powerful. But he's not really that much more powerful. It's really laughable, honestly. But, you know, hopefully this helped you make a financial decision in Albion to a better degree. Unless you're a credit card swiping whale, which you won't care about 700 million. You'll just swipe, 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 and get your plus 100 HP for thousands of real-life dollars. Enjoy your pay-to-win, bro. With that said, thank you so much. Leave a like on this video and leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Also, I'm trying to do like a bridge watch thing, like a secret bridge watch thing. It's not like a bombing or a faction group. It's more like a guerrilla warfare style kind of thing. So join the Discord for that. If you flag up for bridge watch, I would love to see you there. Finally, on the right side of your screen is a video you should absolutely click. And if you don't click it, then you're going to wake up in the middle of your sleep, gasping in pain from acid reflux, where you could barely breathe. I know it sucks, but hey, that's just how it is. That's just how it's going to happen, so you better click it.